Hey everybody, I'm Russell. This is Crypto Paraglider, and we're going to be talking about Bitcoin for beginners. Welcome. So, say your buddies come up to you and your friends told you about Bitcoin, and you are convinced that this is the newest, greatest, coolest thing. First thing I recommend is that you study up a bit. Read up what is exactly before you go head over heels into this. That's what everybody might tell you. So, we have these news sites where you can scroll around and read about things, and if you really want to learn more about stuff, check out Coindesk.com and head up here to the menus. And look at this, here's the answer to all your questions. How can I buy it? What is it? What is mining? What is this fork thing? What is all this stuff that you keep hearing about? Right? Excellent. The whole world's coming in on this. United States, not so much. Pick up the pace, guys. You're falling behind. This is going to be the next biggest thing. It's called the cryptocurrency market, and really the only way to get yourself into it is to get into Bitcoin, because that's like the doorway for the whole thing. So don't worry, you don't have to spend $4,000 to get into Bitcoin. You know, this is the conversion nowadays. So we're talking like 8 decimal places. It's only got 7 there, but there's 8. And that's how much, you know, those are called Satoshis, and it breaks down to there. So if somebody talks to you about 0.000 something Bitcoin, don't worry, it's got some dollar value there. So as you start mining or doing whatever, you're going to see small values like this until you start boosting it. We'll talk about mining in a sec. Once you decide you want to buy some, first study, you got to decide when to buy. We'll talk about that in a second. Where's that money going to go? It's going to go into a wallet. So you buy yourself a wallet, not buy, you can sign up for free. And this one's the cheapest I've found to send and receive from. There's also local Bitcoins where you can, this is also like a wallet where you buy your Bitcoin and it sits here on this cloud. And you can sell it from there to other people as well. You can make yourself a nice little profit. So people put their offers on here. You tell them where you're from and where you're at, and then you can click on and see what their offer is. Sorry about that. I should have had this set up here. So you look for some online offers in the United States, and it checks to make sure that you're not some kind of hacker robot. And you click on this, and it tells you exactly what you're supposed to do to get it. And they've got a reputation here, very similar to PayPal. You know, it's going to give you that, so you can trust these people because they don't want to hurt their reputations. So it works through an escrow service, so the money kind of sits in escrow until everybody's satisfied, and then poof, you got your Bitcoin. Once you got your Bitcoin, you'll want to put it in that wallet or transfer it to another wallet. This is another way to buy Bitcoin here, Coinbase. But if you really like that feeling of tangibility, this is about as close as you can get here, is putting it on your own hard drive. This is an application you can download called Exodus. Has all these coins in here. It looks pretty too. So if you want to keep your Bitcoin on your computer, you can download it. One big important thing here, once you have Bitcoin and you have a wallet, you need to write down that passphrase or code on a separate sheet of paper. Don't keep it on your computer. If you really value your investment here, you're going to want to put that away like you would your Social Security card or your birth certificate. Put it away with your important documents and keep it safe. And that way, should you ever lose your hard drive, your laptop, your money can be recovered, because it does not reside there. It resides on the blockchain, which we'll talk about on following videos. So you're not really holding your money on your computer. You're holding the copy, or what the rest of the world sees on the network. So, check out CoinMarketCap. You can see what Bitcoin's doing, where it's been, how highly in volatility it's trading, where it's going. Is it going up or down? Same with the hundreds of other coins. And you can see we're doing well here. You can squeeze in there, zoom in, zoom out. So this is zoomed out all the way to 0. But if you zoom in, you'll see the more. This is the volume of trading along here on the bottom. You can see it got really active in here in August. And we're hanging around 4,000. I'm hoping for a dip for another buy. You can see these are great buy-in points here where it dips. So wait for one of those when you're going to buy. If you really want to know when to buy, you want to hook up with one of these trader guys that does it, which I'll show you on the next window here. This is another trader window that you want to kind of get to know. These green lines are the people buying and the red ones are people selling. They're called candles. The distance between the top and the bottom shows where it went in that particular time period and how much volatility and trading went into it. So there was a huge sell-off there, big line for it, and then it went over here and traveled up and down a bit and ended up in a loss, and then it went up and then back down and went across. So that shows you the path in the candle. And you can also see how large buy orders against sell orders and things like that. Anyway, I digress. Moving on, this professional traders, live Bitcoin trading, if you really want to know when to buy, watch these guys. These guys, you can just see by the past. Sorry this looks confusing, but going along the bottom, you got the dates here, and then the price. And right here in white is the current price, and you can see this guy in the past has been putting in where to sell, which he was correct to do there. And then when it bounced back up, he put in where to buy. He's like, oh yeah, buy now. And look what happened after that. Boom. Right? This guy said, buy again. Boom. Right? And then he said, oh, you might want to sell some up here. And then it falls a little. So if you sell a little, so it depends on the size of the box, whether you should go there. All right. So this is for multiple markets. You got Ethereum, you got Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash. I believe that's Bitcoin on both the left and the right in this case. He's just kind of showing the way distant past here. The blue triangle represents a breakout point. If it gets out of there, it's out of control. It's volatile. So if it stays within the triangle, it's staying somewhat stable. Okay, so these guys will tell you when to buy and sell. This is live trading. Those guys are pros. This guy's got a good rep. Ways of making Bitcoin without money. If you like social media, this is for you right here. You can just use this as your new job. Sure, it might take you a little time to build up, but there's huge success stories in here. Like I've clicked on Bitcoin. First, you have to set up your profile and all that stuff. Once you get all that out of the way, you just start commenting on people's stories. And if you're going to comment, you should at least read the story. This guy's already made in 16 hours, 500 bucks, 17 hours. And he's just put in some pictures. Anybody can do this using the in-website application just to make all this. Put your own pictures, put your own things. And, you know, this guy put a pretty concise story here. So if you're going to comment, you do want to read it so that you can make a smart reply. And those replies are going to get upvotes from more powerful users than you, and you're going to get a little money from the amount of power they have. So if you can wake up more powerful, they call it steam power, you know, the longer you've been here, the more powerful you got. And if you get upvotes from those people, ka-chunk, there's your money starting to roll in. You can even make a little meme. You can say something a little more lengthy. If people like it, they're going to give you a little upvote, and you're making money. So all that money can be converted into other cryptocurrencies, which can then be converted into Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's very volatile. So what a lot of people have done is, you know, you hold a little of it, but then you put a little of it to work for you in some of these other mediums. Now, let's say you're not into the social media. This is one way of mining for free. It's called a fountain. Bonus Bitcoin. You can play games. You can read offers and things like that. We'll get to that in a second. But basically, it tells you can get as much as this every 15 minutes. But sorry for the traffic. You can get as much as 5,000 Satoshi every 15 minutes. I've been getting like 38. So you tell it you're not a robot. It checks you. Oh, I'm not sure about you. So to fool the robots, you know, select all images with a car. All right. So you're going to get a lot of this sometimes. It's just making sure you're not some kind of robot. And notice it keeps changing the pictures on you. Keep going until there's no more cars. And then it's like, okay, you're good. And then hit your button and poof, free money. That is like a sliver of a penny. But as you can see over time, I'm gaining a little more. You need to get like upwards to like 11,000, I think, to get to 1 cent. So you can see this don't go anywhere fast, but it's free. Multiply earnings. Get into some dice. It's basically a 50-50 game. And reading offers and surveys, but this is the big one here, referring. Referrals is the big way to go in this whole industry. The more people you can get into it, the better. You're not doing anything bad, you're helping. You're helping other people. So, moving along. the program I'm using to present this to you. A lot of people are going to ask that. And lastly, please join my Facebook page. Thank you. And like and subscribe down below. Follow me on my Facebook page and you'll keep in the loop. I've got a lot of more videos to come and even a lot of videos on paragliding. So thank you for watching and have a great day.